Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province. Ladies and gentlemen, the inspection team of the International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICL, had just conducted an aviation safety assessment in Vietnam. ICL assessed the achievement of the overall flight safety target at 77%, exceeding the global safety targets by 10%. In particular, the safety management factor almost reached maximum achievement with more than 96%. Vietnam Flight Management Corporation stated insurance safety must come from the whole system, from airlines, airports, flight management, advisory departments, technical system operations, pilots, air traffic controllers. In the near future, the units will continue to implement measures to comprehensively improve the safety management system, such as safety risk management processes and assessing the maturity level of safety culture. The audience at the meeting to celebrate the 99th anniversary of Vietnam Revolutionary Rest Day and the 35th anniversary of the establishment of the Provincial Journalists Association taking place recently, standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation Phạm Hồng Thái, requested rest agency in the province to make efforts to overcome difficulties and challenges in the new period. Speaking at the meeting, according to Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, in recent times, the provincial leaders have always paid attention and created conditions for news agencies to promote the strength and roles of rest agencies in information and propaganda. Rest agencies have had many rich and practical information activities contributing to fulfilling their assigned political tasks, demonstrating through propaganda and promotion of achievements in all fields of the province, as well as spreading beautiful images, encouraging and motivating individuals, units, and forces of the province. He also asked the press agency in TayNinhTV to continue promoting their achievements in the coming time. At the same time, it is necessary to make efforts to overcome difficulties and challenges in the new period so that carries party members and people in the province can further promote the tradition of TayNinh's homeland, of loyalty and resilience. Turn to the news. On the afternoon of June 21st, the City Appeals Council's Legal Department held a meeting to review reports submitted to the 11th session of the City Appeals Council, the 12th term tenure of 2021-2026. Mr. Trần Anh Dũng, head of the City Appeals Council's Legal Department, chaired the conference. Attending the meeting, there were Ms. Hồ Tuyết Huỳnh Mai, Vice Chairwoman of the City Appeals Council, Mr. Lương Bá Cang, Vice Chairman of the City Appeals Committee. At the verification meeting, delegates exchanged and discussed report contents related to the legal field of the People's Committee, Procuracy, Court, and the City Civil Judgment Enforcement branch in the first 6 months of 2024. Accordingly, in the first 6 months of the year, the city focused on leading and directing the good implementation of citizen reception work, receiving and resolving complaints and denunciations, which were always given strong attention by the City Appeals Committee. Many cases were resolved promptly and within the prescribed time, ensuring the legal and legitimate rights and interests of the people. Speaking at the conclusion of the meeting, Mr. Trần Anh Dũng directed the branches to adjust, supplement, and complete the report according to the opinions contributed by delegates to present at the 11th session of the City Appeals Council. On June 21st, the Party Committee of the Provincial Military Command held a conference to summarize and deploy military and defense tasks in the first 6 months and in the last 6 months of 2024. Colonel Ngô Thành Đông, commander of the Provincial Military Command, chaired the conference. In the first 6 months of 2024, the Provincial Armed Forces have done a good job advising the Party Committee and authorities at all levels, directing the implementation and successfully completing local military and defense tasks. Speaking at the conclusion of the conference, Colonel Ngô Thành Đông raised the results that the Provincial Armed Forces have achieved in the first 6 months of 2024, requesting that in the last 6 months, the Party Committee and commanders at all levels need to focus on leading and directing to thoroughly overcome limitations and shortcomings, proactively do well in advising party committees and local authorities to lead and direct the good implementation of local tasks in 2024. On this occasion, the party committee of the Provincial Military Command awarded 10 collectors and 31 individuals with outstanding achievements in participating in competitions and sports events organized by superiors. Before the peak-up rainy season in 2024, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development of Yeomjau District has conducted a number of surveys and assessed the situation in some areas at risk of local flooding. Accordingly, there are 6 areas at risk of local flooding during this year's rainy season. They include a number of hamlets in Suối Đá, Cầu Khởi, Lộc Ninh, Bào Năng, and Bến Củi communes. The affected agricultural production area is over 1,000 hectares, and many households live in the area. Being a low-lying area with many flooded areas in previous rainy seasons, Yeomjau District has overcome some residential and agricultural production areas. In recent days, hot weather across the country has continued to increase sharply and persist, with temperatures in many places exceeding 42 degrees Celsius. Medical experts warn that heat can cause dehydration, exhaustion, and stroke due to heat shock when people are exposed to high temperatures for a long time. To prevent stroke in extremely hot weather, medical experts recommend that people, especially young people, should regularly exercise, control weight, give up smoking habits, unhealthy eating, screening for risk factors of stroke, cardiovascular disease, blood pressure, blood fat, diabetes. Use limits going out during hot weather, especially from 12 to 4 p.m.
And ladies and gentlemen, the 120,000 billion Vietnam dong credit package for social housing development is a program that forced state-owned commercial banks voluntarily mobilize capital to participate in, and the interest rate is reduced from 1.5 to 2% compared to the market. And from April of 2023, the credit package is expected to be disbursed to contribute to realizing the goal of building 1 million social housing units by 2030. However, after 1 year of implementation, disbursement results are slow. So the disbursement was just begun, less than 1%, or about 1,144 billion Vietnam dong. And the State Bank explains the reason for slow disbursement because the beneficiary regulations are still complicated, making it difficult for the people to get preferential loans. And therefore, the State Bank will amend this credit package in a preferential direction more in the near future and will announce the roadmap soon. Meanwhile, the textile and garment export turnover in the first 6 months of the year increased by 5% over the same period last year, in which the price spot of Vietnam's textile and garment export is in the U.S. market, when it rose to the top of the garment export market share, surpassing China and ranking first in the growth rate among the 3 largest textile exporting countries in the world. In the last 6 months of the year, textile and garment demand in main consumer markets has not improved. The plans to cut interest rate in these markets are unclear, while competing countries are expected to strongly devalue their currencies from 50% to 20% to support the exports and regain the market share. And therefore, textile and garment enterprises will be under competitive pressure on unit prices in the context of already low unit prices of the past 2 years and have not improved. On the other hand, shipping costs, wage, electricity bills, bank interest rates, etc. are forecast to continue to increase, which will directly impact the production and business performance of businesses.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first 6 months of 2024, the Ninh Provincial Police has opened many paid campaigns to fight against drug crimes. Authorities from the province to the grassroots have fought to eliminate 130 cases, arrested 305 subjects, prosecuted 130 cases, 199 defendants. Through the cases, it has been shown that the subjects are related to drug crimes or drug users are getting younger and younger. Many young people of working age or school age are addicted to synthetic drugs and new drugs. The replacement of traditional drugs such as opium, marijuana, heroin with synthetic drugs that have fast and strong stimulant effects is taking place among a group of young people, and it has very serious consequences. Currently, we see that the number of illegal drug users is mainly concentrated in teenagers. So we see a huge impact on labor resources and especially on today's youth, on the current learning of students. There are many different reasons that lead to teenagers using drugs. The main one being the lack of attention, care, and education from the family. Some teenagers have a loose, carefree, impulsive lifestyle and are enticed by friends to use illegal drugs. Recently, on May 28, 2024, TayNinhTV police arrested Võ Hoài Tâm, born in 1996, residing in Quarter 1, Ward 2, TayNinhTV for robbery theft. At the investigation agency, Tâm admitted that he did not have a stable job and was addicted to drugs. To have money to buy drugs, Tâm brought a vehicle unlocking kit and worked on Nguyễn Chí Thanh Street in Ward 3, TayNinhTV, looking for people's motorbikes to steal. Due to going out and drinking with friends one day, I got drunk and my friends invited me to use drugs until now. There are still jobs, but sometimes they are available, sometimes they are not. There is not a stable source of money to spend, leading to theft and burglary. In recent times, the work of fighting and preventing drug crimes has been paid attention to by police forces from the province to the grassroots, regularly coordinating with relevant departments and organizations to promote propaganda about the harmful effects of drugs. However, the drug crime situation is still complicated and increasing, not only in urban areas but also in rural areas. In addition, in rural areas, assessment as well as situation understanding work shows that in rural and remote areas, many people illegally use drugs. They can gather in secluded locations, gardens, to organize illegal use of drugs. These are also places where the grassroots police also focus on fighting and solving the problem of illegal drug use. Therefore, in addition to the efforts of local governments and functional agencies, each person also needs to improve their sense of responsibility for themselves, build a healthy lifestyle, and regularly take care of their children to stay away from drugs. Because sometimes just because of reckless moments, getting caught up in drug use, the price to pay is very expensive because it can destroy the future, cause pain and burden to the family and society.
During his lifetime, President Ho Chi Minh considered the press an important tool and a great political and spiritual factor, rating the success of the national liberation struggle. And imbued with the uncompromised ideology on revolutionary journalism, over the years, generations of journalists in Taynan province have always been united, proactive, creative, striving to overcome difficulties and keep prime mind, clear heart, sharpened, performing well the role of a pioneer soldiers on the ideological and cultural front, and making a worthy contribution to the cause of building and protecting the fatherland. The passion, love for the profession, and constant creativity and innovation are the highlights of the team of journalists in Taynan province. The newspaper has always tried to do well the political task of propagating the party lines and policies, the state policies and laws to the people, and at the same time being a forum and a bridge connecting to reflect the thoughts and feelings of the party and the people's aspiration reach the party committee and the government at all levels. For printed newspapers, promoting in-depth articles on economics, politics, culture, and tourism, and for electronic newspapers, develop accordingly direction is information that is timely, correct, accurate, and has its own identity also. Not only provide information, journalists and reporters from press associations in the province have analyzed, commented, and oriented the people so that they can clearly understand right and wrong, know how to protect what is right, and follow its good things, eliminating bad habits and bad snails and being for the human values in life. We consider propaganda, fighting and refuting the wrong and hostile views of hostile forces and protecting the party's ideological foundation as one of the most important political tasks. Our point in recent time is to focus on building programs to spread positive information with the motto, take the beautiful, take the good things, eliminate the bad things, and bring in with positive news and information to repel negativity. And currently, TayNinhTV province journalists equipped with the steadfast viewpoints and positions and a solid press connecting and contribute to strengthening the people's confidence and bringing the party guidelines and state policies to life and get closer to the people. At the beginning of this year, the TayNinhTV Provincial Journalists Association combined with the Provincial Party Committee's propaganda department to open a training class on political theory, raising awareness of political theory and ideological for the local writers. And through those training courses, the team of reporters had become more deeply aware of how their work must be party-oriented and public-oriented and clearly defines the role of the press in the revolutionary period. What is the current network like? In the process of exploiting information, in the process of writing articles, in the process of building scripts, the orientation of political ideology is more solid than gold and is very meaningful for the clearer direction. Overcoming difficulties and challenges and constantly varying for journalists in TayNinhTV province, Ho Chi Minh ideology for journalism in general and his views on journalism is a front, home newspaper is a soldier, will forever be a torch to light the way for one's thoughts and actions, building political bravery, upholding social responsibility, civic duty, and professional ethics to fulfill one's position well for the political capabilities and tasks worthy of the party purse and the people's expectations.
Dear audience, in recent times, in addition to Vietnamese programs, TayNinhTV radio and television station has also focused on information and propaganda work in Khmer language, thereby improving the effectiveness of propaganda among ethnic minorities, especially in remote and border areas. In 2011, TayNinhTV radio and television station officially produced and broadcast the Khmer News on TTV11. Up to now, the Khmer News is broadcast regularly every day by the station. In addition, TTV11 also conducts many programs and sessions with Khmer subtitles to bring information closer to people. We focus on propagating the Khmer language program to spread the party's policy and guidelines, the state legal policies, as well as unique cultural features. Patriotic emulation movements come to the Khmer ethnic people so that they can trust in the party's guidelines and policies, the state's legal policies, as well as preserve and promote unique cultural features of the Khmer people to contribute to enriching and deepening the cultural identity of the Vietnamese people. The majority of Khmer ethnic people in TayNinhTV work in agriculture. After hours of hard work, in addition to gathering together and sharing their joys and sorrows in life, TTV11 channel, especially its Khmer language programs, is an indispensable spiritual food for them. In the era of information explosion, with the rise of interest channels and social networks, ethnic Khmer people still prioritize choosing TTV11 channel. Watching Khmer language programs is very useful, thereby people know how to do business to develop their family's economy. People often listen to state law in the hamlet. We are united and do not listen to anyone's instigation. We also promote the production of Khmer programs to send collaboratively to Vietnam television through VTV5 channel. This is one of the channels specialized in broadcasting ethnic programs, including the Khmer ethnic language program of TayNinhTV station. Promoting the achieved results with its responsibility to the audience in the coming time, TayNin radio and television station determines to innovate and improve the quality of programs in general, and Khmer language programs in particular is not only a task, but also a connecting link, a bridge that brings the parties' policies and guidelines, states' legal policies to the people, and replace the thoughts and aspirations of all ethnic groups to the party, state, and authorities at all levels, through radio and television. That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.